everyone, it's Linda with Pampered Chef, and tonight I'm going to cook in my quick cooker. This is our new quick cooker from Pampered Chef. It's about a year old, and tonight I'm going to do vegetable beef soup. It's going to take about an hour. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn the setting on Sayre, and we're going to push the start button right here. And you have about 20 minutes to get this thing hot. It'll take a little bit of that. So I'm going to dump in some olive oil on the bottom, just so it's barely coated. And I need my little spoon down here. This is our wood corner spoon that we're selling now. And so I'm going to use that for all our vegetables and our meat and stuff to keep it stirred up. We're going to add in, get this going in a second here. It'll take a couple minutes. This is our garlic press, and we have the little tool in here that helps clean it. You don't have to peel it or anything. It's already in the peel. Just take it out of there, push it through into the garlic, right like that, and you just scrape it off. You don't even have to peel it. So when you take it up, it's right on the end of there, and just push it off. So that's where we're going to do the next one. While this is heating up a little bit, it makes it a nice time to add the garlic in there. So we're going to do that real quickly. There's the peels again. And it all just comes out of there right in a little blop. And then you can just push, this little tool has some little, like a brush thing in there, and it fits right in the holes. If I could fit it in there, it'd be good, huh? There we go. And that cleans the rest of it out of there. So, okay, my pan's already sizzling. So in here we have some cut up, I cut up a chuck roast, and I trimmed all the fat off of it. And I have about a quarter of a Polish kielbasa that's going in it, just for a little extra flavor. And then we're going to add some salt and pepper. We're going to let it brown a little bit. Even if you don't want to brown it, you don't have to. It'll cook and it'll be really tender in here. So you really don't have to if you don't want to. This corner spoon gets right down there in the corners and edges because of the way this is shaped. So I'm going to add a little more salt and pepper, mostly pepper. Fred's favorite.
Your favorite soup?
Yeah. It's his favorite soup. That's right, it is. And we've had kind of cold weather, so that's what we're having tonight. I took the roast out last night and I cut it up. I cut up my vegetables, my beef, and my potatoes, and there's carrots and celery down in there. And I cut it up pretty small because it not only does it cook faster, but it's a little easier to use on the when you're eating it out of the bowl. So anyhow, I'm going to put a package of Lipton onion soup in. That'll give it a little more flavor. And it's starting to get brown a little bit. It's not quite, but it's getting there. The onion soup will give it a lot of flavor in there too. This only takes 1 hour in here. Before, when I made vegetable beef soup, I put it on the stove or in a slow cooker. It'd take all day. So this way it makes it a lot easier. I have some marinara sauce. Wait a minute to put that in. While we're waiting for that to cook a little bit, maybe Fred will come around here, and I'm going to show you what else we have here. This is our brand new air fryer. And what this does is it fries, it dehydrates. I'm so excited with it. It bakes. You can roast in it. So it'll take the place of a toaster oven on your counter. But when you open it up, it's not plugged in. Let me plug it in. You're not supposed to leave it plugged in. But anyhow, here's the light. And it has little trays. You could stack your vegetables and meats in there twice. There's a drip tray at the bottom. And there's a protective tray at the top, so it'll keep the burners from getting splattered so much. This door lifts off. So I'm going to do a demo for that another day, but I just wanted to show you. I got it on Friday. And so we've done a couple things in it already. I did a rotisserie chicken in it. Has a rotisserie base for it. There's also a cage for it, so you can put your French fries and stuff in it, and it'll rotate. So you don't have to put it always on the racks. So I love it. Last night we stripped some tamales. I took the corn husk off of it and I put it in there and I air fried them. And then we topped it with chili and cheese. So that's always nice. And this stuff is getting brown finally. Doesn't take too long, so. I'll show you what it's doing in here. See in there? That's yum, huh? That's a half of a chuck roast, so that's a pretty substantial amount. So it's almost going. This month, the special, you can get the quick cooker, you can get the air fryer, or you can get our brand new deluxe blender for half off, 60% off when you host in March or April. So if you want to do that, let me know. I love doing virtual parties. Now we have a new party I can do that's 15 minutes. And what I do is it's a messenger party. And what I do is I message my 10 favorite things. You invite your friends. You have a party link and it goes. It's been exceptionally welcomed by a lot of people who don't have a lot of time to do a cooking party. So if you wanted some free things, that's what we're going to be doing. So, okay, so in this, we're going to add some marinara sauce. I had it left over, so I'm plopping it right in here out of the freezer. And we're going to add 4 cups of beef broth. You have to have at least 1 cup of liquid in this for this to come under pressure, just so you know that. It's not something that happens very easily. You want to make sure that you put liquid in or it will not come up to pressure at all. So there's 4 cups of beef broth. I'm going to add a cup of water. It's going to have plenty of flavor from the chuck roast that's in here. And then we're going to dump in all these veggies. So we have carrots and celery and potatoes. One of the tricks I've learned that if you put, you never want to go over the fill line on the side. There's a fill line. And one of the things I've learned is that if you let it boil and bring it up to temperature and leave it on sear for a few minutes before you set the lid and get it under pressure, it'll happen faster. So this is the lid to our quick cooker. In there, there's your silicone ring. And when you put it in, you need to make sure that it's seated well. So you need to push it in. I don't leave mine in and I leave the lid upside down. So first off, you don't have all the smells of the food on the silicone ring. And then you take you want to make sure that this is up and that this is turned down. I put a little bit of nail polish on mine so I could see the arrow a little better. When this gets under pressure, this little red button will pop up. So I'll show you how to do that. We'll just put it on there like that, turn it, and I'm going to turn this. We're going to hit cancel, and then we're going to turn this to soup and stews. There's a setting down here, which is way over here. Okay, we're on soups and stews. It'll be done in 40 minutes, but it takes 10 minutes to get up to pressure and 10 minutes to release pressure. So we'll push that, and it's going, folks. And once it's under pressure, you can't open it. Once this comes up, it'll be locked. So when this is done, I'm going to jump back on. Thanks for joining me. Okay. Hey, I'm back. The soup is ready. It's been about an hour. The red light, this is still up. So this is our pressure release here. Once this is done cooking, it'll go on. It'll stay hot. It'll stay warm and continue going. But once I release this, I'm going to hit the cancel button. And I'm going to release the steam out of there. You can see the steam coming out. You want to make sure you don't do it directly under a light. You want to give it a little place for it to go. In a couple minutes, you'll see this red button drop down. On the ones, the Instapots, I think you have to stay away, or you have to push the button with a spoon or a long handle or something so you don't burn yourself. With ours, it's safe. You don't have to do that. So you can hear the steam going out still. This is one of the best meals on a cold day that I can think of. So Fred's been drooling all day, waiting for his soup to come out of there. In the meantime, we've got this going. This is, I put some garlic bread in there. I'm gonna open it and stop it for a second. It'll stop it. You can see it's cooking away in there in the air fryer. So all I have to do is hit start again, it'll get going. Okay, that button's not down yet, so there's still some steam in there. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug it. So we're almost there. It takes a few minutes. I started this right after 5, so I think we're going pretty good with it. So we'll see what happens here. They wanted me to restart it. When the air fryer gets done, halfway through the cycle, it'll stop and beep at me. You're supposed to change the trays, but I only have one tray in there, so I'm not doing that right now. Okay, I think it's just about done. You can kind of hear the steam's getting less and less. And you can see that it was still locked, so once the pressure goes down, then it's safe to do that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this presentation. I'm going to try and do a few more of them as we go. We have a lot of new products to share, so hopefully we can continue on. You don't want to touch that when it's releasing the pressure. No, it would scald the heck out of you, no doubt. You can hear it getting quieter and quieter. Little by little, it's getting quiet. Sorry, this is taking longer than I thought it would. I would have started it already. Must have been boiling hot, huh? There it goes. The button just went down. And so now we can release it. You'll hear it sing. Hang on one sec. Listen to this. There we go. Look at that soup boiling away in there. So what we have, everything's all done. I'm going to show you what it looks like in here. Look at that. Is that so pretty? That's a nice pot of soup for Fred and I. So I'm going to dish some up and then I'll check on the bread and we'll be ready to eat our dinner in a minute. Is that pretty soup or what? There we go. Okay, let's check on the bread now to see how that's doing. It's almost there. You can see in the back that it's getting browner. So has a minute or two more. Thanks so much, you guys. Thanks so much and see you soon.